All right, maybe one other video just to give you a little tour of Shiprock. So again, I'm leaving the Bethel Christian Reformed Church, and Shiprock is not very large, as I told, as I mentioned on the call the other night. So here's Pastor John's garage and his house. Here's all of the greenhouses and the gardens that he's already starting to work on. All right, so I'm driving this little almost like a frontage road here, right? So this is the main road here. Again, it's called Highway 64. So this is a east-west road. This is what I would bring in from our house in Fruitland, New Mexico. And so this connects Shiprock with Farmington, where that's really where, if you want to do any significant shopping, you would want to go into Farmington for Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club. 2 Walmarts are in Farmington. So we are heading westbound now. And so there's the Bethel sign. And of course we would be able to promote the Bible school there. It's just great here. This is one of the busiest intersections. So if you went to the right there, it goes up toward there's a hospital here in Shiprock. And if you take that road north, you'll end up hitting Colorado in about maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes. And then you'll hit Cortez, Colorado. So you head up that way. But we're going to keep heading west here. You can see that we are, you can see Shiprock there. This is, I don't think this is operating anymore as of the last few months. It's called the flea market. And the guy who owned this passed away, and I guess his wife or none of his kids want to keep it going. So it's just not happening. But on a Saturday morning, that would have hundreds of people there, vendors and people shopping. So again, we're heading kind of westbound here. Up here on the left, we're going to be going across a bridge, and this bridge, the river that we're crossing actually ends up in the Colorado River and onto the Grand Canyon. So this park here is where we have once a month community services. At least we did before. So we have that little structure there. I guess an oversized gazebo. Sometimes baptisms will happen in this river, and so it's not the greatest river, not the cleanest, but I've heard of, I know some folks who have been baptized there. Now we're going to kind of come into the commercial area here in Shiprock. You see we have Burger King there on the left. There's a car wash. There's a local thing called That's a Burger. I guess someone knew about What's a Burger, so That's a Burger. A gas station there. Kentucky Fried Chicken. That Kentucky Fried Chicken actually serves what you would normally think of, but they also have a couple of Navajo dishes like mutton stew, and they make fry bread. Here's a gas station here, a couple of gas stations, and I'll show you where we do our Sunday mornings. It's basically right over there. I'll pull in there. McDonald's. Again, since a lot of folks may not have either electric or running water, there's a couple of things that are more common than most places, and that would be car washes, as we saw back there, and also laundromats. We probably have more laundromats per capita than most places, just because, again, people don't have the running water. So here's a laundromat up here on the left. I'm going to pull in here, though. This is, we always talked about City Market, and that used to be the grocery store here. This is a shopping center owned by the Navajo Nation. And so, but City Market pulled out, sold, and now it's called Bash's'. Bash's' is a grocery store chain out of Phoenix. A couple brothers or a few brothers own it or something. So obviously Taco Bell. But literally right here is where we pull in. So you see this light pole here. I kind of usually pull in right up to this light pole, and then I kind of go along here, and then of course we have our trailer behind us, so I'll stop, and right around the light pole is where the back of the trailer would be. And so this is where we set up on Sunday mornings, and that's where we'll be when it's time for the burrito ministry on Sunday mornings. So the Little Caesars here. There's a few things in here. So if you know, if it gets down to where we obviously, because it's on the reservation, most folks, it's very unfortunate. It's very expensive to shop at Bash's. So there are a couple of dollar stores literally right off the reservation, Family Dollar and Dollar General. But if the team, you know, needed a couple quick things, you could come here to Bash's. It's a very well stocked store, just expensive, but you could go a few miles the other way. There's a cellular store. I don't know, I haven't really shopped in here. There's a Navajo Arts and Crafts. There always seems to be vacancies in here, and I've contacted the Navajo Nation before, wondering if we could rent one of these storefronts for just kind of our ministry and outreach. But it was always about $3,000 a month. And actually, it's been a while since I've been in here. It looks like they're mostly full. Here's another wireless provider. Looks like maybe this one on the end is vacant. But so that's the main shopping center in Shiprock. And then I have the post office here, which I'm gonna go to the post office and check our P.O. box. There's a mountain up there. I actually call it the Sleeping Ute. It'll be easier to see it, but it looks literally like someone's kind of laying on their back, and you can kind of see like more of the Native American pointed cheeks and nose. And that's literally the Ute tribe there, the Ute Mountain tribe. Sonic. I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, that's Shiprock. That's the at least the commercial section of town. Up here a little ways, there's a big white building. It has a Subway in it. It also has a like more of a sit-down restaurant, Natan Inez, which is Navajo for like chief, or the tall. It literally means tall leader, or you know, the chief. So anyway, I think that's a little bit of Shiprock. And here's one of our dear ladies here in this pickup truck. Her name's Marie, and so I'm going to say hi to Marie.